Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Hellfire Creative Podcast. Today we have a special guest, as I'm sure you can tell, Jay from Altons BBQ World.
Hello guys, how are we doing? All right? I am Jay from Altons BBQ World. It is great to be here with the boys from Hellfire and Harrison, the little apprentice protege.
Is that how you describe me, working with me 3 months?
Maybe, yeah.
I describe Harrison as an experience.
Yeah, exactly that. As you can see, the beloved Ben is not here today. He's on holiday, enjoying himself. So we got in a guest, Jay, our first ever guest on the podcast. Come back.
I'm honoured, mate.
Have a chat with us.
you.
Have a chat with Harrison.
Mm-hmm.
Try and help him find his way.
Help him find his way. I need your advice.
Oh, I don't think we've got enough time.
yeah. But some of the projects that we've worked on.
Yep.
Jay, over the last since you came.
Oh
on,
wow, well we've been.
We've become very good friends, haven't we?
Yeah. It's always nice, and I think Harrison will learn that when it goes from business to a friendship. So you always start business, network, you meet people, you never know who you're going to meet, but then when working with people then turns into a friendship, it's great because like now it's 8 o'clock at night, so we're way past working hours, but you guys asked me to be on, I'm giving up some time, you guys are here, why not, let's do it. You guys have done stuff for me. But yeah, like you say, Baz, we've been doing stuff together for ages. You know, recently we've done Diva Q when she came over. She's a barbecue chef from America. She came over and saw us. You did the edit on that. 11 years on, which was the story of our showroom.
It was the first project we worked on together. It was cool.
Yep, that was 11 years on, the story of the barbecue showroom and how it started. The prank was phenomenal, where we pranked Just Wing It, like an April Fool's Ant and Dex Saturday night takeaway prank. That was epic. But yeah, we've done loads together. And even like with my competitions, Restaurant Roulette, Mask Griller, I come down to see Ben, we do the graphics together.
Yeah.
You guys have done stuff for my launch night, just little bits on Insta. I think people have seen the relationship that I have because I talk about you guys a lot. And more recently, it's nice to be finished with the creative challenge. That was the longest January of my life.
It was.
I was hoping that wasn't going to come up.
I've done about 8 days of that, by the way.
I did 20.
You've done like the most out of anyone.
I know, mate. If I go into a challenge, I go into it.
You did every day,
I did 24 days.
I did 28.
And then I just burnt out on it.
I did 28 and was...
Terrible.
It was hard. It was great fun. And like I said, the concept, people are struggling, like Ben said, mental awareness and stuff, get people being creative, get people using that rather than thinking about stuff they're going on in their lives. And when you guys said about me doing it, I was more than happy to get involved.
Yeah.
And it's great fun. Being creative is fun.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, having fun.
100%.
If you enjoy what you do, you'll never work again. There you go, Harrison.
I like that.
Yes, good. Hashtag.
So, with that said, obviously, one project we didn't mention, Jamo Alone.
Oh, God. Jamo Alone.
Yeah.
Epic. So if you didn't see Jamo Alone, that was Harrison's first project he did with us. That was an idea from actually you guys. The concept was, do you remember, I phoned Ben up and I said, Ben, have you seen the advert for Asda with Elf? And he went, yes. I went, I want to do that at the shop, but I don't want to do Elf. So then I came here, didn't I?
Yeah.
I come here, and within a couple of hours, between all of us, we put this script together. So it was Home Alone, but Jamo Alone. Anyone who knows my team, Jamo, everyone has to have a Jamo. Everyone's got a Jamo. Like, everyone's got a Harrison now, okay?
Yeah.
They're cut from the same cloth, these two. And, it was just a story of Jamo being stuck in the shop and using Home Alone-style pranks, using barbecue products. Again, just being clever with the showroom. Weber, Traeger, all the brands I worked with, loved it because we got all the brands involved. Great fun, hard work. I took a hammering. But yeah, just brilliant fun. But yeah, I'd have to say, for me, the prank is the best thing we've ever done. Just so different, so enjoyable, and weren't we nervous? How the hell it could have all gone wrong?
For me, it was the relief afterwards. I think Ben and I were pretty nervous about how your man was going to react
Yeah.
to that.
Well,
but-
that's it, because you were taking my judgment on
And
him
that-
as a character.
And what was great about it was his reaction, where he told you, he said, "Jay, I ain't got time for you at the minute.
Yeah, I
I've
literally
just gotta
walked across
crack
the
on with
road,
this."
didn't I? I walked
was
across the
so
road because he
good.
thought we were having a meeting. That's the only way I could get him there.
It was perfect.
And I just went, Josh, he went, not now, man, I've got major problems. I was like, yeah, I am the problem. But yeah, if you haven't seen that, go and see it. That is on your page, my page. That's epic. Yeah, that was brilliant. Brilliant fun.
And stuff. So talking about Jamo alone,
Yep.
you got to meet Harrison.
Yep, that was
and
my
then,
first. Jam Alone was my first time meeting Harrison, I think.
I think you came here.
Oh, I
once
would have come here.
before.
To do
So
the
we-
script for Home Alone.
Yeah.
So
do
we
the
met-
script.
That was the first time we met.
Yeah, I thought
And
you were
then the
washing the
first
cars or
time-
something out the front. I didn't know. Who's this kid? Oh, Harrison, he's our apprentice.
Okay.
I thought, oh, I thought he was dropping like Uber Eats or something.
Yeah, not far off. But yeah, so
Yeah.
with that, Harrison, so you've not really met, you don't really know about Jay and how Jay's built up Altons BBQ. You just know him as Jay, as the client that we do work for.
Jay, the Altons BBQ World man.
But Jay, I want you to give us
Yeah, so obviously,
Harrison,
like,
the full, a brief run
again,
through.
Harrison's seen it, like a lot of people have. They've seen the fame. I never know what to call it because I don't know what it is. But obviously, in the last 3 years, people know who I am. Celebrities, the boys, people know who we are. We go on stage at Wingfest and people know who we are. And it's great, like I was just showing you a minute ago, there's people in America talking, they know who we are and stuff. So it's amazing. That's all about just networking, grafting, non-stop, working all the time. But a lot of people have seen the last 3 years. I've been doing this since 2010, and I just took a little small area and just built it up and up and up. But yeah, it's my baby. It's
And
a
where,
business.
and where did you start from on that?
But
when
how
you're
did
talking about, you were like working.
So
other
yeah,
departments,
so
et cetera.
basically, Alton Garden Centre is a big garden centre. It's my dad's place, and I was in there since 2001, so 9 years, and just doing bits and bobs. And I turned around and said to my dad, "Can I have my own area? I want to do my own thing. I just don't feel like I'm really doing anything. I just work for my dad. I don't want to be, he works for his dad. I wanted to be somebody." And the barbecues then were just sitting in a corner. Like you asked me before, did I have a passion? No passion. No, just wanted my own little area. They were in a little corner. He said, "Go on then, look after the barbecues." So I just had a little tiny desk, just selling barbecues, like a market stall almost, but in the garden centre, selling barbecues, learnt about brands. Next year made it a bit bigger. And then by 2014, 15, had like a small showroom, and then started to make a name. And then Weber come along, and Outback and Swiss Screw at that time and all that. Built it up and up and up. And then in 2017, that was when it had like outgrown where it was, and moved it down to where it is now. And from there, 2017, it's exploded. Absolutely exploded. Had 2 amazing years. 17, 18, 19, 20. 4 years.
Yeah.
Amazing down there with winning awards, becoming recognised as the #1 showroom, and amazing. And then COVID comes along, doors get shut, and you're like, oh, hang on a minute, what do we do now? So Jamo and I and Tom were in there, just the three of us at the time. We didn't have Mark and Josh with us then. We turned to Instagram. I turned to Instagram and just started doing lives, walking around the showroom, talking to people. People recognised me. They were sitting home not doing anything. And yeah, just got recognised. And after COVID, doors were open. People wanted to come and see what all the fuss was about. And just gone for it. Just absolutely gone for it. If you get it right on socials, it just goes. And you see there's people now on socials, which each to their own, but they just do like a little silly dance or make a little silly sound and they're famous. And you're like, hang on a minute. What did he do? Like, there's people like just like making a funny sound and they're now famous for that. Like even Big John, who we're good friends with, he's Bosh.
You know Big John?
Yeah, we're good friends with John.
It winds me up.
Yeah, but that's what you're in trouble. But yeah, but like John, obviously we're good friends with John. We've met John. We know people are people, and we're going to be doing something in the summer with John. And he orders Chinese. He goes Bosh.
He
But you
literally
think-
just orders takeaway.
And that's what he's. And even he says it. I order Chinese, eat it, and say Bosh, and he's now huge. It's like it's mad. So if you get social media right, it will absolutely take off.
Yeah.
And that's what I had to do.
But and I suppose that's where you had that self-starter kind of mentality,
Yeah.
and then that's carried on through because during lockdown, I mean, a lot of us kind of just went, oh, well,
Can't
that's
do
it,
anything.
can't do anything.
No,
But you
I can't.
took
Yeah.
it by the
I'm not.
reins and
I'm
went
just not
for
built
it.
like that. I just can't. I can't sit still. I'm always wanting to do something, and that's my dad. My dad is just non-stop. He works 7 days a week. 79 years old now, my old man, and he works harder in that place than anybody.
I was about to ask, like, have you always been like that ever since you was a kid, or is it something you've built up over time? Just dedication, hard work. You can't sit still. COVID happens. You move around it. Have you always been like that, or is it something you've had to adapt to?
As a kid, I always wanted to be a class clown. I was always into my sport. Always wanted to be a class clown. Joking about, you know my character. You know what I'm
Very
like.
similar.
So yeah, I just wanted to lark about and have fun. But then I actually went to boarding school, knuckled down, and ended up doing really well. I then started at Dad's place because I didn't know what I wanted to do. And he went, well, if you don't know what you want to do, you can come and work for me. You got the gift of the gab, you like me, come and work for me. But then, as I said, I was in there just doing a bit, and I was just like, I feel like I can do a bit more. So I wanted my own area. And that's, yeah. So I've always been, non-stop. I don't sit still. I'm always thinking. But it's the way to be, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If you want to be successful, people can do a 9 till 5 and be successful. But, a lot of business owners and stuff, it doesn't stop. And you're doing an event, but you're actually thinking about the next event.
So I want to rewind to what you just said about 9 to 5, because on the last episode we were talking about the fact that me and Ben are just constantly thinking about what is, being a business owner, you're going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But Harrison was like, well, I finish at 5 and that's it, I'm done.
Can't.
Sort of thing.
He's going to struggle. Because at the end of the day, like Harrison, I know he watches my social media and all that. I'm in the shop all day from 8:30 till 5 with the boys, with the lads. And in there, we're selling barbecues, doing deliveries, setting things up, doing computer work. I don't like to just sit there and do nothing. I then do my social media from when I get home from 5, 6 through till 8, 9 o'clock. Before I come here, I've just been sitting on my phone. So I got home at 6, been sitting on my phone for an hour and a half, just doing bits before I came here, just so that's done. Yeah. If I finished at 5 o'clock, I wouldn't have enough time to do it because I can't just be at work all day on my phone.
Yeah.
So 5 o'clock, you have to go beyond to be able to do it. When we filmed Jammo Alone, we had worked all day. Yeah. You guys then came at 5 o'clock and we were there till 10, 11 o'clock filming. Yeah. If we didn't do that, we could not make the film. It wouldn't work because you go, I can't do it in work time. I've got a shop to run. And the carnage we created, we wouldn't have, But that's what, so there's examples. You did the filming on Jammo Alone. That was not a 9 till 5. That was till 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
3 nights on the spin. So 9 till 5 is not the way it is. It's great if it can be. I'd love to have a 9 till 5 and at 5 o'clock shut it off. But I wouldn't be where I am now. Not a chance.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
You always tick. So is it like after 5 you go home? Are you always thinking of more ways to improve? What can I do? How can I grow my business? Or do you just go on your phone and just try and mark it that way and just see if anything comes up, reshare stuff, post up? Yeah. Or are you always thinking like, what can I do next?
Bit of both. I go on my phone. I always go for my process on Insta, because a lot of people ask me, I've been asked a lot because they've seen the success. How do you do it? And I said, well, I go on and I'll just go through my feed. I'll like, comment, share something. Like, comment, share something. Just go through and just do random stuff as well. All stuff that's linked to barbecue or people that I've worked with, who I have a affiliation with, a friendship with, who are involved with my business. People have seen them. There's a connection already. Then I'll do some stuff on my own. So if you look at my story, I mix it up. You'll see a reshare. You'll see a reel. Then you'll see some stuff of what we've done today. Then you'll see another reshare. Then you'll see what I'm up to tonight. Yeah. So I do a little bit of everything. But I'm always, if you ask the boys, I have a bit of paper and I just write down ideas. I write down ideas. I'm just thinking all the time. So, I'm always resharing, liking, comment, but at the same time thinking of what is the next post for me. So I've got a list at home of the next 5 or 6 posts or reels. Not the order, not what they're going to be, but just do a reel on this, do a post on this, just so they go, oh yeah, I've got to do that. Oh yeah, I've got to do that. Yeah. And also on my phone, I have reminders just to remind me of certain things I've got to do at certain times. Yeah. Like Restaurant Roulette, like Mars Griller, to remind me to always advertise and do them. Because the thing is, it's grown so big, if you don't make notes and reminders, you're going to forget things, and that's the worst thing. I always say, don't promise something if you're not going to do it, or don't say you're going to be somewhere if you're not going to be there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the way it is with social media. It's just absolutely relentless. The phone, I can see it now going off over there. It's just relentless.
Just ignore it, Jay.
I know, I'm going to.
Don't get.
But yeah, it's non-stop. It's non-stop. And that's why we do so well, because if you message me on Insta or DM me, I'm always there. I will not like, you know, when you DM somebody, you think, have they actually seen it? Have they actually even got it? Does it just go into a computer? But no, I'm actually on the end of that phone.
So you mentioned earlier about you was building your company year by year after your dad had given you that small barbecue bit.
Mm-hmm.
It eventually got to a point where COVID happened.
Yep.
No one's leaving their house. You're the mind then goes, I'm still going to go into work every day when I don't need to be.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have this idea to start going live, and then from there people start to join. What in your mind, what's next? You're like, okay, did you instantly think when you got this traction from the lives that, oh, let's just put loads of effort into this and we can blow it up like this? Or did you not realise that was going to happen as it started to begin?
I had no idea it was going to happen.
So,
I had no idea. I just started doing a live, started doing a little reel and a post. I never imagined. I didn't imagine this at all. So if you'd said to me 3 years ago, you're going to be just shy of 30,000 followers in 3 years, I'd have gone, no, we're a barbecue. No. But I would never have imagined the things I've got to do, the fun I've had. You know, I've done some wicked things in the last couple of years. Met some cool people, met quite a lot of celebrities, been involved with a lot of stuff. Met people that I've watched on telly. You know, James Buckley from The Inbetweeners. What an absolute legend. I've done so much with him. Diversity Boys, been on Towie, been on Kiss Radio. I've done some wicked stuff, like some proper cool stuff. And yeah, I had no idea. I didn't have a plan, and I don't really have a plan now. Like you say, I've been asked before, what's the future? I don't know. Just keep growing. I don't know. I have ideas.
Yeah.
But I don't have like a full plan laid out, like a blueprint.
So yours is like a sort of short term.
Yeah, I just go with it.
Yeah.
Because you never know. Like I just said to you, I've just decided.
Stop looking at the phone.
I just said that I've been talking to someone in the States. She's another Traeger chef over in America, and she's messaging me back tonight saying that she's coming over in October. She'd love to come and actually meet me face to face, work together, loves what we do, blah, blah, blah. I was like, wow, how cool is that? We did this last year with BBQ.
Yeah.
Now potentially we're doing it again. So that now has just come out of nowhere. There's other things. You saw me on a voice note earlier when I was voice noting someone. I'm planning something else. So the phone is constantly, there's always constant things going on. Mm-hmm. But the biggest thing I've got is a calendar, and all the dates have gone in. And it's just like, right, well, we get busy very, very fast. Yeah. You know, of all the events like we do Wingfest. That's the whole summer pretty much taken up. Every other weekend we are somewhere. And that's the thing I always say, I've got a shop to run. Or well, I'm on stage at Wingfest and you go, where's Joe this weekend? He goes, at Wingfest. He travelled there on Thursday, so they're staying there Thursday night on stage, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, travelling back Monday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'm gone from the shop for 5 days. When I come back, I'm not like, oh mate, I'm having a couple of days off. Nah. I ain't got time for that. I've got to go straight back in there. And also, while I'm at Wingfest, that's ticking. What's going on at the shop? The boys phone me. All right, boys, how we getting on today? All right, yeah, Jay, just a quick question, boss. Just a quick message, boss. That is the life of being... Well, it's just what it is.
Yeah.
How to be successful.
It is. It just doesn't stop. But you've got to get the balance right. And that's what I'm still trying to do a bit, because my personal life has gone a little bit on hold.
Yeah.
As everyone sees, my personal life is very much on Instagram now, but I get to have a lot of fun through my work.
Yeah.
So that's the way I see it. People say, mate, what a job you've got. How much fun you get to have. I go, don't feel like a job. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the way to go with life. Like, you're always going to be happy. Like, if that's a realistic thing that anyone wants to happen, it's going to be that. You're going to want to have a job that it doesn't feel like a job. You're just doing what you want to do.
Exactly.
And then that's how you're getting your income. You're having fun doing it. You've got a good team and friends around you.
Yep.
It's crucial.
That's it, and that's what I've got. The team, I'm nothing without that team.
Well, that's what I was going to say. You mentioned the boys quite a few times, but certainly I've seen, since we met 2 years ago and did that first podcast, where it was like, right, it's Jay. The boys have grown, and they're...
Yeah. Yeah.
their presence has certainly grown as well, and it is just as important because they're all likable.
They're great lads. They've all
Love
got.
Mark.
They've all got Mark. They've all got their. They've all got their assets. They've all got their qualities. But as a unit, we're a bit of a force. That's what I mean. That's what a lot of other barbecue shops and when I go to barbecue brands say, they go, "You have such a good team." I was like, "Yeah, I do. I got an amazing team." But it comes down to all of us as individuals, the way we blend.
Yeah.
The way we blend, we don't get stressed with each other. We do have it out and every now and again, but we do have it out. Bang, done.
Yeah.
Don't have all this stropping around. We haven't got time. But as I say, I've got a 19-year-old, 24, 34, 38 and 40. So the age is all over the place. But Josh is 19 years old, but I still respect him. Do you know what I mean? He's a kid. He's well younger than me, but still got a lot of respect for him. And at the end of the day, he could damage my business. You know, he could do things that could damage the business, you know, be disrespectful. He's got the ump one day. He then is just rude in a shop, rude on a delivery. That's going to come back on me and the brand. So I always turn around and say, you know, the way I look after them, the way I respect them, then they will do the best they can for my business. Because how many times, Jamo alone, you know, to them, you could look at it from their point of view. What do they get out of doing Jamo alone? What on earth do they get? But they know by doing that, it's good fun, it's good traction, good presence, good social media, and things will come of it. Josh and that, certainly, they've seen it. You know, they come to Wingfest with me, they come to meetings with me. Now we're at Wingfest on stage having the time of our lives. It's great fun. So, yeah, you just got to put it in and good things will come.
Good stuff. Right, what's the... I'm going to say what's the future hold, but you don't really think
covered
about
that.
it.
No
What you got
idea.
coming up this year, though? You got some things. What I really want to know is what videos can we help you with the rest of the year?
We've definitely got to do another prank. Definitely. We've got to prank someone. Don't know who. I don't know what. But we will come up with something. It was too good not to do again. And I'm not being funny. We could actually maybe do it for April Fool's Day this time. We could. Not on April Fool's Day because people will be on red alert. But we could drop it on April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
Which means we film it in March. So it's not far away. So in March, watch yourselves. I might... right? We will do... We've got some masterclasses coming up. We've got Wingfest, Smoke and Fire Festival. We've got Traeger Day. We've got possibly some people coming over from the States. There's all bits and bobs in the pipeline. Nothing actually in stone, but everything's sort of in the pipeline. Lots going on as per usual.
Good stuff. That's cool.
Yep.
Right, pleasure to have you on, mate.
Always a pleasure, guys. Thank you for having me.
Nice one.
Harrison, good luck
Thank you very much. Good luck with what?
with being here.
All right. Yeah, thank you.
See? Born to succeed.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for coming on, Jay. It's
No
been
problem.
brilliant. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. See you guys in the next one.
Laters.
Peace.